Kalgoorlie Minor?
Southwest Australia. My sister moved over there with my nephews. Only managed to visit the once, so I had to bring back a few mementos. Helps me feel closer to them.
Do you mind?
Not at all, no, not at all. Have a good route.
There's a lot of stuff here. Who's Christos?
Oh, Christos. Oh. He was a young student I met in a little village just outside Thessaloniki in 1976. Holiday romance. Well, we wrote to each other, on and off for a long time. Oh, but eventually we stopped. These things always do.
You kept them all these time?
I know I'm sentimental, but that's just the way I am, you see. People call it hoarding, but they don't understand. Too quick to judge. That's their problem.
Do you have much more of this at home?
Oh, just a few bits and bobs, and keepsakes and the like.
Right, Mrs. Oosterhouse. We'll replenish your inhalers at the pharmacy here. In the meantime, I've written a referral to your GP to check up on your asthma. Looks like it's time for you to go home.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for all your time.
Can I take a look at that for you?
It's just a touch of eczema.
Probably something else you can check up with your GP, eh?
How long's it been this bad?
Lofty?
It comes and goes.
You didn't say anything sooner.
Lofty?
Well, I don't want to be a burden. I know what you all think.
If Ruben found out the truth, he might have called off the whole transplant.
That was his decision to make.
What good would have come from telling him? At least this way he has a functioning kidney and plenty of time to deal with their family issues later.
That's not the point, and you know it.
We're not responsible for the secrets patients keep.
We have a duty of care. You made yourself complicit in a lie. That is completely unethical behavior.
What about your lie?
I beg your pardon.
From what Mr. Rossini said in theater, it's fairly obvious you haven't told
Whatever you think you may know, my personal business is exactly that. Personal.
A father shouldn't be kept from his children.
As a doctor, you have an obligation to disclose anything that may affect a patient's decision to give informed consent, especially during a live procedure. What were you thinking?
Honestly? I thought you'd be impressed. Ruben needed a kidney, not a melodrama.
Let me be perfectly clear. We cannot withhold information. Sometimes the truth may hurt, but it's all that matters. 30-minute obs on Mr. Varley. I will join you shortly. That's all.
That was a big one.
Your heart rate's not showing any signs of slowing down. Let's get you into theatre as soon as possible.
I saw my daughter the day she was born. So beautiful.
You never mentioned her?
Clear. I told her not to come in. She wanted to. There's no sense taking a day off work to sit around here. A routine up, I said.
Do you want us to give her a call?
Seems like the thing to do if I'm going to have brain surgery.
Made your decision, then?
Seeing her past is no consolation if I don't get to see her future.
You sure you fully understand the risks?
Let's pay for all the marbles.
Okay. I'll be back to talk through all the consent forms.
I'll start prepping for theatre. There's a clear neurocardiac crossover here. I trust that you'll be willing to sit in.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Guess I should get scrubbed up then.
Sorry, three's a crowd.
I can keep out of the way. I don't mind just standing still and holding equipment.
You're just describing a shelf.
Do you think it's serious?
I do not.
Skin cancer?
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
What about necrotizing fasciitis? I saw a documentary.
Cordelia, please.
Who's going to look after the Major?
Major Marmalade, Ginger Cat.
Oh, yeah, I know him well.
I haven't even made a will. What if the cat's home won't take him?
Try not to panic. We'll get these up to the lab and have this cleared up in no time.
Oh, you are sweet. Isn't he sweet?
Oh, yes, positively winsome.
We're two of a kind, you know. I knew as soon as we got chatting. Lone wolf in a feral world. Kindred spirits.
We'll let you know once we get the results back. If you need anything, just give me a shout.
Great. Lovely. Just take that. Adam?
So much for 5 minutes peace and quiet.
Okay. Just listen to me. I want you to stay.
Don't make a fool of yourself.
I mean it. Everything has changed.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed for the last 10 years. That's the whole problem.
You're angry with me. And I understand that.
I'm not angry.
But I can only apologize so many times.
Ask yourself, did we keep this going for the last 10 years because we love each other? Or because we felt guilty?
Wow. I know I hurt you, but I never thought you would be so cruel.
Cruel? You're the one who thought I was capable of harming us.
I never said that!
You are so obsessed, so fixated, you can't see beyond that day. Nobody else matters to you except him.
I am thinking about the future. Our future. Not everything I do and say and think and feel comes back to Nico.
What else do we have left? Accept it. I've fallen out of love with you. Nothing you can say is going to change that.
Don't do this. Not now. Not like this.
Let me go, Nina.
Hey. Well, you'll be pleased to know that the kidney is functioning well. Going to keep you in for a few days, just to keep an eye on you, but very soon you'll be able to tell all those followers of yours that it was a success.
Maybe later. Dad.
Hey. How are you feeling? Stupid question. Still, you're looking good.
Never better. Thanks to you.
I really don't think he should be out of bed.
I have an apology to make. I kept something from you before the transplant. Your father wanted to tell you, but I talked him out of it.
Maybe we should leave this for later.
He has to know. I don't get it. What's the punchline?
It was my fault. The night we lost your mum. I wanted to be honest with you from the start, but you have to understand. I did it for you. It was always for you. I really think this conversation should wait until Ruben is a little stronger.
Let him finish.
I pulled her out. And I tried to save her. But when the ambulance came, it was just too late. And then the police just started asking all these questions.
You lied. You were driving. It was you, not her.
It was too late. She was gone already. There was nothing I could do. But that was still you. And if I had gone to prison, who was going to take care of you?
How many? How many did you have? How many?
4. 5. I mean, what does it matter? Have you seen Miss Carnick?
Why?
Well, Frederick's in there conducting some sort of confessional, and it's just neither the time nor the place.
Oh, she said something about going to Darwin, but I can have a word if you want.
Well, yeah.
Ruben? BP's dropping 80/50.
Ruben?
It's tachycardic.
Okay.
Wake him up!
It's probably a bleed from the anastomosis.
Do something!
I'm gonna go and find Miss Carnick now.
Oh, we can't wait for her. Wake him up! We need to get him back into theatre now.
Have
You got a sec?
Not really, mate, no.
Skin biopsy results from Mrs. O.
Oh, throw it on the pile and take a number.
I'm sorry if I'm trying too hard today.
OK, Lottie, here's trying too hard, and here's you.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm just trying to make a good impression. First day on AAU and all that.
Job well done, mate. Job well done.
For what it's worth, I'm just starting to see what you meant about Mrs. O.
Oh, really now?
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
How about you put this at the top of your pile and I'll discharge a PDQ?
Promises, promises. All right. I suppose I have missed this a little bit. Playing Cluedo with the symptoms. Tracking down strange and exotic illnesses like a medical marple.
You're good in a straw hat.
Hang on, is this?
What?
Crikey.
Is everything all right? You having your revenge?
If only.
Talk to me. Bleeding out.
I think one of the sutures from the anastomosis may have torn.
Well, good thing someone was here to get him back into theatre.
Let's see what we're dealing with. It's a bleed from the iliac artery. Can I have a clamp from fibroproline, please? You're not losing this kidney.
Okay, I'm going to begin the electrocortical stimulation. We're just going to ask you a few simple questions to make sure you're cognizant throughout.
My specialist subjects, impressionism.
Well, that's not an area I can help you with, I'm afraid.
Beginning at 2 milliamps.
Okay, we'll start at 10, your daughter's birthday.
January 3rd, 92.
Okay. How about your first job?
Renovating old houses with my dad. I could not go to art school, but learn a trade, he said. Hobbies don't put roof over your head.
Increasing to 4 milliamps.
Regrets?
God, no. He was dead right. I said the same thing to Claire when she went to...
BP's rising, 100 over 50.
What have you done?
Nothing. There's no sign of a bleed.
Okay, well, we have to abort.
It could just be another seizure.
I said you were pushing too hard. I knew this was a bad idea.
I know what I'm doing.
Where have I heard that before?
If the seizure passes, I should be able to continue with the stimulant.
That's not a risk I'm willing to take. Close up the cranium, let's revert to a mini-maze.
No, we just need to stabilise the bradycardia and stay the course.
You ready for a GA?
Oliver, look at me. We can do this, but we have to work together.
I've resutured the iliac artery, removing the clamp.
No sign of the bleeding.
Blood pressure's stabilising, 120 over 70.
How's the kidney looking? Colour's returning. I think we got to it in time.
Nicely done.
Let's close up. Swab, please. Thank you. Somebody want to explain to me how we got into this mess?
I was just being honest like you told me.
That is not what I said.
Ruben had to know the truth, or did I misunderstand?
Your timing leaves a lot to be desired, for a start.
Not to mention your sensitivity.
Look, the main thing is Ruben is going to be fine, and we managed to save the kidney.
The bleeding could have happened at any time. If anything, it was lucky I was there.
Excuse me, I believe I was the one doing the post-op obs, thank you.
Dom.
What? I'm just saying.
If it wasn't for me, the patient might be on dialysis right now. Maybe if you'd been here yourself, you'd realize that.